Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally, and today's video is going to be one called Shadow Folds. I'm going to be using some organza fabric to create some shadow folds. It's very similar to the smocking that I've been doing, but I think you're going to really like it. Let's get straight into it. I'm just using this organza fabric, which is beautiful. It's got a little bit of a sparkle in it. As you know, I like that kind of thing. And I started with the friction pen to draw out my square, which is 18 inches by 18 inches. But as I went along, I kind of felt that it would be quicker and easier to use the water-soluble pen. So I've marked off every 2 inches just with a dot, and here this is where I'm going to be beginning to stitch. You can see I've put some little arrows on. That's because we're going to start at this top left square in the bottom left, and we're going to go up to the right, across and down. So those are the directions, those are the directions that we are going to be doing. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, for the shadow folds, what we're going to do is we're going to head up to this top left square, and you can see that I've put in some pen little arrows. So we've got one coming up here and across and down. So we're going to start in this bottom left corner. I'm using upholstery thread as usual, and I've popped a knot at the end, and then I'm heading up in the direction that my arrows are showing. So again, just a very small stitch in that top right, and then I'm going over to that top left, and then I'm coming down to the bottom right. So very small stitch like so, and then I'm going to draw those threads together. Then we are going to pop a little stitch through the middle. Once that's all gathered in, I'm happy with it. There we go. I'm just going to pop the needle through that loop, and also going to just do a knot on the top. And that is just held together. You can just cut off the thread. Okay then, so we're on to the next step, which is you leave a square right there. So you leave a gap and you go on to the third square. So on the third square, we're actually going to change the direction. So we're going to start at the bottom right, and you can see my arrows are going up, across and down. So I'm going to start over here at the bottom right, up to the top left, over to the top right, and down to the bottom left. And we're just going to pull the threads. Like so. Once we've got those all joined in, keep those nice and tight. You can just pinch the fabric, the two folds there, and then I'm just going to pop a stitch through. So I'm just going to take my needle through that loop there and pop a knot. So the side that we're going to get interested in a bit, well actually, to be honest with you, both sides are really good. Yeah, so I won't tell you any more until we get a bit further on. But so that is the second one done there. Then you would leave a gap, and then we start on the third square, and you go back to the first direction. So we're going to start in the bottom left of the square, over to the right, across and down. I'm going to do that first row, and I'll show you what it looks like.
Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my daddy. Know how I'm coming, and they know what we run around through that left side, low end. All of mine need more wins. If you got beef, don't come out, cause my young hitter might go in. Uptown GN, working all through my weekend. Hoping it don't show out, cause all of my hitters too deep in. With the boy, I'm so
done a couple of rows so far, so that's what it looks like, and that's what it's looking like on that side. Different qualities with the different fabrics that we use. So obviously, because this is quite sheer and it's also quite fine fabric, the organza, then you get this really delicate effect. So I'm just going to carry on and finish this little bit off here. So I finished that side, that's all of them done. I can turn it around that way as well. And what we need to do now is we're going to push back all of these little bits here, which are in between what we call the petals on this side. I'm trying to do this with one hand, hang on a sec. So as I said, you're just going to push those sections there through. All of them. So I've just pushed those all through, and then I've just flipped it over, and this is what it looks like on this side, which is really quite nice on that side as well, isn't it? But we're going to do something else with it. Okay then, so this is where we're up to, and the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're just going to separate these folds, these tucks of fabrics here, and just kind of let's get them nice and sharp. So I'm just pinching the edges and defining those a little bit more. So I'm going to do all of those. Next, what we want to do is we're going to go into this center square, and we're just going to fold over the left hand side, and then we're going to fold over the right hand side. We're just going to lay those down flat, lined up, and we'll just put a pin through those bits of fabrics like so. And then we're going to move up to this top square here, and instead of going vertically as we have done here, we're going to grab the horizontal tucks, and we're going to do the same but lay those down flat. That one come out? That one's come out. There we go. And then after we've done those, so we've done the center one vertically, we've done that top one horizontally, and we're also going to do this bottom one horizontally. So I'm going to grab that strip of fabric there and this one and line those up and pop my pin like so. And to continue, so this one here in the center was a horizontal, so the next one is going to be a vertical. So I'm going to grab my vertical lengths of fabrics there, and then we're also going to do the same to the right hand side. So again, that one in the center is a horizontal, so the one to the right is going to be a vertical. Lay those down flat so that the fabrics meet in the middle. There we have it. And then just pop my pin through. Okay, and as you can see, these little diamonds are starting to appear around the squares.
I work tomorrow, tell me what the business is. Ain't about no club hop, I'm trying to start some businesses. Shorty, you.
Okay, hopefully you can see what I've done at the sides there. I've just folded over here and put a pin through, and at the top there, one at the top, two at the side, one down here. So now we've got everything pinned down. All I'm going to do is give it an iron. Okay, so all we're going to do now is I'm going to just pop a little stitch through the centre of where those two bits of fabrics meet. So going to small stitch, just one little one over the top, and we can just tie a knot. How beautiful is it on the back as well? Might have to do another one in a different fabric. Done, and then you can just take the pin out of there, and we're just going to sew all the rest. Hey! What are you doing? Oh. Oh. What are you doing over there? Do you want to come and sit with Sally? What are you looking for? So I've just given it a little bit of an iron there. That is the front, that is the back, which is really cute too. I can imagine this on a top, on a blouse, on a shoulder, on the front of a top. It would be really pretty. I think the fabric is gorgeous with it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today. If you could, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell so that you can see when I upload next, which is weekly, 5 p.m. on a Wednesday, and also share the channel and write a comment below. All of that helps this channel progress and grow. All right then, I will see you in the very next video. Bye!